Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked if raising prices technically violates those onerous 2-year contracts, they said, "What the f*** are you talking about, you insane Hollywood ass?" So to recap, we're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. There's nothing sweeter than baking cookies during the holidays. With Prime, I get all my ingredients delivered right to my door, fast and free, no last-minute store trips needed. And of course, I blast my favorite holiday playlist on Amazon Music. It's the ultimate soundtrack for creating unforgettable memories. From streaming to shopping, it's on Prime. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to get more out of whatever you're into.
Sometimes life can feel pretty disorienting, as if we find ourselves turned around in the woods. But never fear, because we are never truly lost. And with the help of the wilderness, along with footsteps from the past and the present, we will unlock the tools that will help us to rewrite our journey here on the Project Mindfully Outdoors podcast. Hey, everybody. Welcome in to today's episode of Project Mindfully Outdoors. I'm your guide, Mike Martin. And every day on this podcast, we venture into the great outdoors. We do so not just to explore the beauty that surrounds us when we're out on an adventure, but also to dive deep into the lessons that nature has to teach us. And today I want to build upon the idea that we started yesterday, which is really looking at how we can control our perspective based off the fact that we cannot control the external things that happen around us. And by doing so today, I think the powerful example that I'm going to share with you is so helpful, because I want to look at the strength within the storm. When you think of a storm, what comes to mind? Perhaps the dark clouds that roll in, or the sound of rain pouring down on the ground. It can be a frightening experience if those storms are severe enough. Yet these natural phenomenons hold profound lessons for all of us. Because along the road of life, we've all faced our own storms, haven't we? Times when things are thrown upon our trail that become unexpected challenges as we move and we continue to try day in and day out. We face things such as loss, disappointment, or upheaval. It may feel like we're caught in the midst of struggle, as if that struggle is causing us to lose our balance. But here's the thing. When a storm blows, you must stand firm. It's not trying to knock you down. It's really trying to teach you strength. Let's take a moment to think about and visualize what happens during a storm. Because the trees, they sway, and some of them bend, but most of them end up standing tall. They hold their ground because they've developed roots that are so deep that they keep them anchored, standing firm against the forces of nature. Likewise, developing strength within ourselves is looking at those challenges as if we're weathering a storm ourselves. Here's an important question for you to ponder. How do we cultivate that inner strength? One of the best ways is through connection. Connection to ourselves, to others, and to nature. Spending time in the outdoors can help ground us, reminding us of our own resilience. When we're immersed by us in the natural world, whether it's on a hike through a dense forest or just a couple of quiet moments by a stream, we tap into that deep-rooted resilience that we all possess, but sometimes we forget that it's there. And it's not about physical strength either. Emotional resilience is just as equally important. When you stand firm during heart-wrenching experiences, it often requires us to reflect, to process, in order to really find the progress as well as the things that we were meant to learn through the experience. So take some time to get outside, find a quiet spot, and let the sights and sounds of nature envelop and teach you. Reflect on what the storm in your life is really telling you. I promise that you're going to start to see things differently. I'd like to share a very short story that illustrates the beauty within such moments. There's a well-known tale of a little bird faced with a raging storm. Instead of flying away or trying to hide, this brave little creature was perched upon a branch and sang his way through the storm. It wasn't just an act of defiance. It was a statement of overwhelming strength. Because the storm eventually passed, and that little bird not only emerged unscathed, but invigorated as well, having used that experience to find his voice. So as we weather life storms, remember that we are offered simple opportunities for growth and learning. Each challenge teaches us resilience and strength if you're willing to take those lessons. And just like that little bird, we too can choose to find our voice. And as we come to the end of this episode, if you would like to explore finding your voice deep or any other subject that we explore on this podcast, feel free to swing over to projectmindfulloutdoors.co and sign up for a trailhead call, because I'd love to partner with you and travel down that path that unlocks the tools that are going to help you to rewrite your journey. And until next time, my friend, get out there in the wilderness. That's where the stillness and the adventure lie. See ya.